Hello everybody, this is Callie with Jemminz, and today we are going to do our next pearl bath bomb. And this one is going to be our grapefruit. Now, I brought grapefruit out once before, but this is going to be in the essential oil. So we are using 100% essential oils, and my hands are nice and clean, and we're going to get going. So in the bucket here we have a SLSA for foaming, and then we have in the sifter here baking soda, citric acid, and we have cornstarch. And we're going to add a little bit of light yellow, because if you've ever seen the flesh, my dogs are fighting out there. Not fighting, they're just playing. So you're going to hear them. If you've ever seen the flesh of a grapefruit, it's very, very pale yellow. So we're going to use a light yellow on these. I'm not going to add any glitter. I'm not going to add anything special. They're just going to be a really pretty grapefruit color. Let's see if we can break this up here. Get this down in there. And I'm only going to make one bath bomb because this is just our tester. Show you how to make these bath bombs and show you that I really do put the pearls in there. Okay, some of that's not going to break out, so we're just going to put that right there for now. Actually, which bucket does it go to? This is that one. All right, so, and then we're going to mix this all up. Not a pretty pale yellow. Now, when I add the liquid here, it'll get really, really pretty in here. And I need my gloves. Get a pair of gloves here. I forgot to bring them out. And we're going to try something new when we do our bath bombs. Got to clean out underneath here. I stored a bunch of stuff underneath my desk, and I actually have to clean it out now. Since we've now finally have the new studio. Okay, so, and in our bucket here, we have polysorbate 80, our essential oil, not fragrance oil, and a little bit of water. So we're going to get that out here. Scrape that all out. Now, why am I going back to wearing gloves when I'm making these bath bombs? Well, very simply, these bath bombs, the essential oils will transfer into my skin, and I don't want that to happen today. Grapefruit's really good for weight loss. It's good for uplifting and brightening, especially if you add it with all the other citruses. And this is a citrus essential oil. So if I put this in my hands and I get it in my system, I can't go out in the sun for a little while. So I want to go enjoy the sun this afternoon with the animals. So I am making this with gloves on so I can go out in the sun. Now, if you happen to purchase these and you use them, make sure you use them at night or early in the morning, but make sure you don't expose yourself to too much sun, because all citric essential oils are sun sensitive. So be aware that when you're purchasing these. Pure essential oils you have to be really careful with. So there you go. All right, so I've got our pearls here. Let's pick one. This, like I said, this is our demo. So we'll just throw one in there. Pick one off the top there. I'm going to hide that so we don't necessarily see it. Actually, I have two. We're only going to add one. And I'm going to try something a little bit on the different side here. I'm going to see if I can just lay this flat. I think I can without it breaking on me. Okay, so let's grab the other side. Because the other ones that I made with that actually started breaking on me, and I didn't want to do that. So hopefully this will be enough. I think it will be. Looks like it will be. And I have a nice clean tray next to me. I'm just going to gently tap it down because I don't want to put too much on there. Okay, I'm going to set that in there because I have to put a paper towel down so I can dump this over on it. Get this out of the way so you can see it. Close that up. Put that in with my bath bomb so I don't lose it. Okay, so let's see if we can put this together. This should work. And there's always going to be a little bit of leftover. I'll pour a little bit of water in there and I'll show you the action. Okay, so now I'm going to take my gloves off because I have a really hard time lifting these out with these gloves on. Put those in there and I will reuse my gloves. I try to rewash these the best I can, even though they're disposable and they're not really that expensive. I try to redo them. And like I said, my hands are clean. So let's see what we come up with here. Nice, beautiful bath bomb. There's that. Isn't that gorgeous? Nice, beautiful pale yellow. Oh, there we go. All right, so it's going to come off. All right, so let's turn this up. And it broke. Completely broke. And it broke where the pearl was. I've been having a lot of problems with these, so I'm going to have to rethink this, I think, somehow to keep this from happening. The last 4 bath bombs I've made have all broke on me. And I'm not sure why. Yep, now I'm going to have to be careful out in the sun. And so I'm going to add a little bit of poly to this. That might be the problem. I don't have enough poly in there. I might have to increase my recipe. Oh, package is in there. We'll re-put that package in there. All right, so much for not going out in the sun today. At least not for a few hours. All right, so let's see if we can try this one more time. I think what I'm going to do is just lay it right on top gently. And we'll pack that in around. Okay. What I may have to do is just leave it in one of the rounds just a little bit to keep it from coming out. And I can definitely keep this in here for a little bit, and then in an hour or so just pull it out. I had to do that before. The problem lies in me being able to make them for you guys, because if I can't get this to work, we may have to rethink our process. Because I certainly don't want your bath bombs to break on you when you get there. And they shouldn't. I do seal them up really well. So, okay, let's try this again. Fingers crossed we can actually get this to work. Okay, now that worked. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit in here. I'm not going to take it out. I'm going to leave it in there. And then that should stabilize it. And I'll just leave it in there for a few hours and then that'll harden up. So I don't want to move this, but I'll pick it up and I'll show you. So there's the bath bomb. We're going to leave it in its bowl for a little bit so it can harden up. Once it hardens up, it's not going to break. What happens is it breaks in this soft process. So we're just going to leave it there. All right, so there is your grapefruit bath bomb. All right, so I was going to go out in the sun for a little bit, but I don't think I will because I was going to do some gardening, but I can't. Oh, well. At least not for a couple hours. I'll just go finish. I've been editing some videotape, and what I'll do is I'll just go work on that and do something else, and then maybe get out in the sun later on tonight, go out later on tonight when it's a little cooler. So there you go. All right, you guys, there is your grapefruit bath bomb. Those are available on the website now, so go grab them. If you have any questions or need any help, please leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button if you want notification of upcoming videos of mine. And don't forget to share these videos with your friends and family and your acquaintances so that they can see what's going on in our shop. Thanks, everybody. Have a really beautiful day. Bye.